In the last video of this series, we took a look at loading pre-recorded impulse response files into Convolver. In this video, we're going to record our own impulse response samples directly into Convolver. For this example, I'm going to record the character of a small room with lively walls. To do this, I'll need a source or a trigger such as a starter pistol, popping a balloon, or something similar. As I don't have a starter pistol, I'm going to compromise by striking two drumsticks together as my impulse sound. Now, I should point out that this is for demonstration purposes, so you have an idea on how to record an impulse response into Convolver. The best case scenario when making impulse responses is to have the sound source, again like a starter pistol, as loud as possible. However, in this situation, I'll be keeping my trigger source to a moderate level. If you are in a position where you are in a space and have a loud sound source, then please take caution and use correct hearing protection to ensure you do not damage your ears. Now, with all that said, let's set up Convolver to record my external sound source as my impulse response. The first step would be to set up Convolver to receive the incoming signal. To do this, make sure Convolver is inserted into an audio channel. Next, we need to set the input of this audio channel to the input that your mic is connected to. This mic will be used for recording the room. Note, for realistic sounding spaces, you should use a pair of matched stereo microphones since reverberation is a stereo effect. If you already have an impulse response loaded, it is recommended that you clear it first. This can be done by right-clicking on the impulse response and from the drop-down menu, select Edit, Clear. This can also be done from the key command Shift-Delete. Next, I'll give a name to the impulse response that I will record by right-clicking on the title and entering the desired name of the impulse response as well as a description. Mic placement will be different than if you're recording, say, vocals or any other instrument. There is a lot of good reading out there online on how to record an impulse response and how to mic for it. I suggest having a look. To keep things simple, I have placed my mic just off-center of the small room that I wish to emulate. Next, I will confirm that I have a signal coming from my mic. Once I have confirmed that the channel is receiving audio, then it is time to record the impulse response. The beautiful thing about recording impulse response directly into Convolver is that Convolver will not start recording till it receives a signal on the input, saving you the need to trim and edit the file afterwards. To record the impulse, click on the Record button on the transport panel. The plugin is armed and ready to record upon receiving an audio signal. Once record is enabled, trigger your sound source or sound burst. Again, once Convolver sees audio coming in on the input, recording will begin. Once you have successfully captured the impulse response of your space, click Stop to end the recording. You may wish to edit or trim the start or end of the file, which can be done from the editor. We'll be taking a closer look at editing impulse responses in later videos. Be careful trimming the start, as the delay between the direct sound from the impulse source to the mic is the first reverberation reflection from the room, and it is an important cue for the room size. So now you should have an impulse response of your space that can be used as an emulated reverb from Convolver. In this video, we took a look at recording and creating your own impulse response files in Convolver. In the next video, we'll begin our look at editing impulse response files within the Impulse Editor.